Hello everybody and welcome back to Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back with the second Sweep the Keep map. As you can see, we did the first Sweep the Keep in the last video. Hopefully it's the last video. It should be the last video. I did make a mistake at one point and release videos not in the order that I was planning, but let's get to Sweep the Keep 2. This was found because of Buttercat, a commenter, so thank you very much for this, and let's see what we have here. Alright, looks like we have a lot of stuff over here, not a lot of missile defense, which could be quite interesting. Definitely don't want those to happen. Again, we are in this corner over here. Looks like fantastic. We have 3 earn power to start. This area does have some protection. Looks like every area has some protection, but not a lot of air defense right off the bat. So this is going to be interesting. We are going to try and do a lot of seeding, in essence. Every corner, if possible. I don't know, because maybe flying over the center will be problematic. Flying over the sides may be problematic, you know, with 1 or 2 of these. But if they fly high enough, it is possible that we may get a lot of seeding done. So that's what we're going to start off with, because they're, you know, I think that is how it goes. We are immediately starting and pausing because you cannot place usually prior to starting the map, but we are just going to put down 3 launchers right away. You know what, I want you to be right on the wall just in case. So pause, repause, and we will have a new launcher. So launcher the first, you are going to be at a location. You are going to be a spore. All of these probably can shoot, but if we land something there, maybe not. But we're going to start with this corner and just go all the way to the corner. Launcher the second. You are going to do the exact same thing for this corner over here. Hopefully, there is a missile there. Hopefully, it is not able. I'm going to do right in the corner. Right in the corner. It should leak down perfectly fine, which would be great. As you can see, they are building things, which means they will most likely be rebuilding things, should that be the case. And launcher the third, I really don't have hope flying over the center, but maybe it'll fly high enough because I did try and put it next to the thing. And you're going to try for that corner, not expecting it. I'll probably go for the corner again if we can seed another corner, but let's just see how it goes. We even have 1 more earn power to boot on top of that. Yeah, that's not a problem right there. Let's see if we can we fit in 1 more launcher? We can. This is going to be a launcher. You're going to be another spore. You're going to be out of location. And I'm going to see if I put it, say, like right there. Can that do anything? You can see they are pelting us quite heavily from the Berthas. So not necessarily fun. But oh, they are using way too much. Oh, no, they're not. They kind of are, but kind of not. They are building some very terrible things. Do we have anything launching? Let us see. Looks like some spores are launching. Oh, I didn't even say that was going to be all anti-creep. Okay, that's problematic for us entirely. Looks like that is spreading already, which is fantastic. And let us do some pausing. Just because this is going to be quite problematic. We definitely want to seed that. And this start is all about our seeding potential. Will we be able to get it all? Will it land? Looks like some of it, but not all of it. Looks like they are just pumping out AC, so that is problematic. I'll try 1 more. They are starting to get cannons or missiles to stop us. Perfectly fine, but as you can see, at least this has been seeded, giving us a nice little starting ground, not in the corner. I'm guessing something shot the one down that's supposed to go all the way to the other side, as this one does. Oh, you're launching at a random. That's why. You were supposed to be at a location. Oh, that's problematic. You know, All it takes is sometimes not swapping one to a location. I would be screaming my eyes out, but look at this. This is actually being taken very nicely without even trying. So, fantastic. We can even start with an emitter on this side. Let's see how it goes now. Yeah, that's going to be too filled with anti-creep, unfortunately. Does look like that did get shut down from a missile. Let's see if 3 can do it, because if it can, that would be pretty fantastic. But again, we have a foothold. We don't even need to go through this. We're just going to go straight up through this side. And we can even mesh it up. So if we just mesh up this side, hopefully we can connect our little corner with this side, and things will be pretty good. Set it to 9, and just get some good fancy meshing going. Yeah. It's too much. They have plenty of red on for that. They're not firing at the same time. If all 3 fired at once, I believe they do have 2. Yeah, right. Alright, you got me. That's fine. I am just going to go this way instead. And then we're going to take this out and free our friend over on the side. That, I think, is going to be what we do. So, get some more mesh there, and we're actually going to start filling in this mesh, because we're finally getting some emitters on the mesh that are going to work. And yes, the push is happening. It's going to take us straight to the center. And looks like we will be able to get two urns pretty easily. Not great, because I have a deficit. Go me. Perfectly fine, though, because we have fixed it. Mesh on this. Can you mesh, please? I mean, how are you not deep enough to receive my meshiness? That's just fine. Crimsonation, just to take the final bits. And again, the emitters will push. Actually, we have field gens? We do not have field gens. I didn't even check. Look at that. Oh, we do. They're in weapons now. They're not in special. They were in weapons in the first map, or in special in the first map. Now they're just considered a weapon. So, fantastic. I could have field gen that, but looks like we did take it in the end. So, I'm very happy for that. Again, we will get this nullifier just from our oozing path on this side. They are pushing this back pretty handily, so not too much of a fan there. And I want the push, honestly, to focus on this power. We're going to toss 2 down. We have one of those as well. Crimsonation. One thing. Oh, that's Ada. Sorry, Ada. Didn't mean to click you. I meant to hide paths, as I should have in the beginning. As you can see, all power is actually coming from the center. So it looks like there are no M-rifts on this map, which is also quite interesting. It does kind of mean we will have the capability to cut off things very well. Finally taking that side. Emitter is ours. Again, we're going to take an emitter, move it over here, and we're actually going to forego all the mesh. Forego all the mesh for now. We are just going to do some heavy emitter pushing with some crimson, of course, as we do love our crimson, and with some field generation. Oh, I can't fit right there? Come on. We're going to push up here. We're going to get this other power, and then we're finally going to free our initial home. We're going to cut it off at the source, no problems. This side is just going to push on its own. Realistically, once this gets turned on, it should keep this whole area safe. But you can see, look at the creep. I mean, it's literally just eking in. We did get the power over here. Fantastic. So we're going to put this back over on this side. Again, push on both sides. That will keep things very strong for us. So, with this Crimsonator, I thee free you. Should be all we need. 3 mortars. It's a good defense against some of the creep, but once you get the Crimson in there, they're not really going to do too much. Some of the... Oh, actually, that little bombing run definitely hurt us there. I'm actually surprised. but you can see once this mortar falls, we're going to get even more. Why am I even watching? Why am I not actually doing things about it? So, where do we want to do stuff, though? Where do we want to push? Can you get in? You can. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, and you know what? Let's transparent this creep. That way we can see. See? Like, that Crimson Gen wasn't really doing us anything. We don't need that there. We're going to put down 2 emitters on the side. We're going to toss down a fancy and dancy field gen. It should turn on, hopefully. Hopefully you're deep enough. Go red, my friend. Please. Oh, there we go. It was enough to turn on. I just did not tell it to go. And now it's going to go. We're going to destroy these mortars. We're going to take a nullifier of our own. And then we're going to use this emitter for all of our fancy mesh-based activities. And it is ours. How good are you? 50 every 0.5 seconds, as you can see, and it's all crimson. So this is going to take this, which is going to take everything. We have taken that, all done. No more power should be needed, even to take these. This should be enough, because it's just going to destroy that. No more power. It's ours. So we're going to come back to this side and free our starting brethren. Get some crimson going. Toss it up there. Get some fancy field generation going. And we are going to push on through. Go straight through the back. Take it over. We're going to take that out as well, but not quite yet. In fact, is there a sniper there? I don't see a sniper there. What am I even doing? What am I doing? We have the capability to go with, say, a launcher. Right here, let's say, because there's no snipers. We have the capability of saying target a structure and a blob, and we want that targeted. Give it a nice angle of assault. As you can see, nothing in the way. That was actually the problematic piece of the puzzle, and it looks like we did just get it. The creep is going to get there, but we're going to beat it. We are going to beat it with this launcher. Or did I already fail? Did I already fail? That's interesting. Where is the sniper that would have shot that down? Well, it doesn't matter now. I'm sorry, Mr. Blob. I have failed you, and you have failed me. But this has fallen. So, I'll take it. As you can see, we have officially taken this, even that turned on, and now we need to see how our assault is going to happen. Again, we have some problems in our path, but we have plenty of creep at our disposal. I am going to see if I can reseed an area. So, we want some mesh, though. I want a mesh at the front, and I want that to go through this. And I want a mesh, just a ring. I want a ring of mesh around it. So that's going to connect to that. That's going to connect to this. Oh, can you not connect because of the Crimsonation? I did not realize. So we will toss an emitter on it. That way our mesh is handled. So that will mesh everything up. We're going to mesh up a ring. We want this encircled. I want everything nice and meshy from the back to the front. Again, we're going to make a line straight through the center here, and that's going to, again, be part of the circling. The back wall, just a wee little bit. Get that as sort of a point. And, yeah, we are just going to encircle them in mesh. So I think that's going to work out pretty well. But what are we doing right now? I should have put these down earlier. And that's okay, because we're going with launchers. We're going with 5 launchers. All of them will be spores. All of them will be at a location. Thank you very much. And we are going to land right here. They have 2 missile launchers. But with 5 coming at once, that should be enough to overwhelm them. Let's see, because all 5 are coming. Let's see how they handle it. And missiles coming out. They did get some. And we did indeed land. That's what I wanted to see. That's all I wanted. Should have done that earlier, once we had a couple. But as you can see, we are going to work on their back lines on this side. We're going to place just a emitter right away. Should activate. Thank you very kindly. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Get a quartet of emitters, if you will. And we're just going to use some Crimson. As you can see, we've almost cut them off already from this entire side. But we're going to take them from behind. And there's nothing they can do to stop us at this point. Push on through the shield. This area shall fall quite easily. That was a nice little gain. Very easy to do. And with this, we're able to and then push along the side. I don't really want to push this side quite because that's always a problem. Never a fan of those. But I do want this to fall. So it's probably going to fall if we leave it. Let's give it one little field genning. Maybe we'll do this, and we're going to field gen down this way. The reason for that is if we can take out this, we get their power, and realistically, we just need to take out this tower. As you can see, these have actually lost power thanks to the towers already, so they've lost. Oh, why did I put down 2 field gens? Look at me. That was problematic. 2 field gens? What am I thinking? And this is plenty, plenty, plenty. Mesh up the side once we can. Again, we just want the ring around. We want a line to each corner. And a mesh ring around. So, actually, this is pushing past it. In fact, I am surprised. I think it's because the mesh was here, and it spends a lot of time shooting that. Plus, it's all Crimson thanks to our friend over there. Oh, just mesh it. Just mesh it. You can do it. But we no longer need this little hub. We no longer need Crimsonators on the ground. We just want to push. So, what does that mean? Just walls and walls of emitters. And they do have some... I'd say glorious anti-creep. It would be glorious if it was ours, but it is not. But yes, we are indeed pushing along. Oh, I just destroyed all of our mesh because I destroyed the one emitter over there. That was my problem. Get this back. Get our mesh. Let's put 2 down. Let's really seed this mesh up. That was silly of me. Never remove all emitters. It can cause some slight issues with your meshing. But we have... This should all connect up. Fantastic. And as you can see, we can even just go down here. And these will now seed as well. So, plenty of mesh happening. In fact, you know what? I do want to just help the mesh actually expand. So let's just toss a few emitters literally just to expand the mesh. And once the mesh is expanded, we will remove them. So, let me put one right there. Actually, that's basically meshed up already. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You can see it expanding. That's all that was needed. And look at the push. Look at the push that these emitters are doing. Just rows and rows of endless creep. It's gonna cause a problem because we do have a friend over there. So we don't necessarily want rows and rows of creep. We actually want to move this away. Again, what's more beautiful, indeed, than endless creep, so to speak? It is, in fact, the ability to cut off their power. No power? No bueno for them. So, no longer need you. We have our 1. This will be our mesh. Our forever mesh. Ooh, that's emitters. Again, want it pretty. Want mesh everywhere. So, I'm just going to keep doing that a little bit. So, and again, mesh around the outside. I just want to encircle them in this mesh. I think that is a very good thing indeed to do. Again, we're going with emitters. It's going to be a little bit harder to go at sort of an angle. But you can see we're going to start putting emitters down. Right like this, I think. That should be pretty good. We can get one there. Alright. That's how we're going to do it. That's how we're going to use it. And one more there. Perfect. And we are going to get some field gens. Put one right there. We're going to try and turn on these two emitters. Because again, we are pushing this way, and we can push. But look at that, there's just 2 towers. If we take these 2 towers, or one of them at this point, then all of this loses power. No more shields. That will be a problem, but it will also run out of power. And that is that. Again, we're gonna mesh it up. Keep that mesh going, but we have cut them off. No power for them. That also means that these will not be producing anti-creep, and we will steadily go down. This side is going pretty okay. I think if we were not even to put a emitter there, just a field gen. There we go. It is on. That should take out everything. It's all we needed. And you can see, this side is working its way up. We are on the upwards creep climb, getting up to the top. A little bit of a hazard. So, let's see. We can put one there. Problematically, there isn't that much space for emitters. We do really... Oh, if this falls, I think we have space for one. Yeah, we do. Okay, good. This will turn into ours. It will be good, good, good. That one didn't turn yet. But you can see, look at this. This is falling. No power. That's what you want to see. Toss a field gen right there. See if we can actually push this up and turn this on. That's what I want to see. There we go. Oh, it's so close. Once it touches this. Oh, we're going to watch it. Just to see. We do have a power to spend, but where's the fun in not seeing... oh, it didn't make it. Jeez, come on. You can see this almost pushing it up. I'll move it. Get it a little bit closer. That should hopefully help. Again, we just want an emitter at the top. Because once you have one at the top, you really field jump? Right there, please. Push it all the way up. That'll get this emitter online. And there we... Okay, good, 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 good. This emitter is the emitter that we needed. Oh, okay, good. We finally made it. Look at that wave. Yeah, there we go. And that will finalize that area entirely. Let's go check on the other side. Because again, pushing on 2 fronts, it's kind of what we do. Look at the amount of progress that just a field gen did on this side. So let's actually just do the same. We're not even going to put an emitter on the side, just a new field gen. It's going to get filled up with all of the creep from the mesh and just have that push. Mesh up again along the side. Fantastic. Just what you want to see. And can we get a new field gen over here? If that could ever turn on, which I don't think it can, I think that means we need some more creep. We need to really fill up this mesh on this side. That's one thing. I've been taking away the emitters. Let's actually just overflow it with creep. Get it in the mesh. Get this raising. Get this raising. And that should help everything push. Maybe we'll even grab one field gen. And actually really focus just cutting off more power. Getting everything destroyed. Don't want them to, we're giving them too much and taking too little. As you can see, this field gen has pushed all the anti-creep back, which is kind of neat. And now all of that crimson is just climbing in, moving along, and taking over the towers. So a field gen for that little area is all we really need. We've officially taken that, and this corner is the anti-creep corner. They really were spreading it out from the beginning, so I can't wait to take that for sure. This is definitely a haven for them. We can see a lot of snipers. We can see a real bad boy right there as well. And now, that's still not active. It's impressive. It's impressive that you are not yet active, but that's okay. You should be once I destroy that other emitter. This is taking its sweet time. This mission is definitely more difficult than the first. But again, I also have probably not done it very optimally. Probably could have seeded things a lot sooner in a lot of places. Could have maximized, you know, a lot of use cases that I indeed did not. Looks very nice though on the side. Again, we've just kept pushing. It's just a very consistent push with just a field gen on the side. Not even sure if it needs more field genning, especially with more mesh coming in. I can't wait. Once that runs out of power, it will help very substantially. I think I am going to put one more down. Again, push it to the side. But the big key right now is the fact that we now have taken the top. We've taken land where we can actually spread our emitters out again. Just like that. On top. It was a long push, but we did make it there. And we are, again, going to mesh to the corner, get all this good stuff that's going to be producing from there, and bringing it to the front, ideally. Again, up to point out, the cap is 25, which is a pretty solid cap. It is not necessarily a small cap. I've seen very many maps with like 3 as the cap. It does not help things at all to have your cap that low. But at the same time, it makes it more difficult, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So what do we need? We're going to actually crimsonify a bit here, just because there is going to be a lot of stuff shooting us, namely that bad boy. But we are going for the surround more than anything else. Oh, and this side, they're actually fighting back a little bit. So I'm just gonna let this side simmer. They did lose their good friend there, so very happy to see that, and that is bothering me. So let the mesh keep flowing. Again, we are just surrounding them at this point. We're gonna get to this corner. It's gonna greatly improve our production. But oh, I have 7 power. I didn't even realize I had that much at this point. Let's keep the emitters going wherever we want them. We can immediately push in, and I really should. That's probably the best thing to do, so, you know what, I've talked myself into it. Let's just put one of those down. Let's do a push. Let's get these shields out of here. No one likes them. Shields, you're done. You're dead to me. One down. Push into the next. Should be able to push just fine. We'll even toss down an emitter there. An emitter turns on in the shield. Always a good time to have an emitter in the shield. And we're even going to push into this pylon. Now this pylon is the pylon of the ultimate weapon. They are the ultimate weapon. It is definitely problematic when you have them on the map. But as you can see, just can't handle it. Too much creep coming at them. And we'll even mesh this up a wee little bit. Oh, I did not expect them to take that back so easily. So maybe we just need a bit more, because they are going to push that shield back. And yeah, I don't want it. So field gen it back up, please. Holy moly. I did not notice that this was anti-creep breeder terrain, so that was the problem. I will be much better with it. We're gonna mesh it up. It'll be fine. This is just pushing naturally. Again, we could very easily. Again, we could very easily. That means why not do it? Just toss a field gen. Say right here. Move it down to the corner. And yeah, that should be fine. Here we go. The push has happened. The mesh has happened. And we're going to wait for that to officially happen, I suppose. This should be... is that not enough? I'm actually surprised. I figured that would be enough. But that's okay. Again, they're about to lose all of their power because we're about to cut this off on this side. But I no longer want that. Now, one thing to note is I am basically doing this entire map in 2x speed, which, while does speed it up quite substantially, it also greatly slows down our score. Not that score is that important. I definitely don't think the time is that important. I'm not going for the best time in the world. I could, probably wouldn't go that well, but I think the most important thing is just to have fun in Creeper World. So, that is not working on this side. Perfectly fine. That emitter might have... Oddly enough, it's flowing better without the field gen saying to go into this direction. Quite interesting there. How is our world? Do we miss any emitters in the path? No. We are still looking pretty good. This side, still having a little bit of trouble. Maybe if we just toss a Crimson Save there, that should actually help that out. But this is finally making it. It's going to start breeding. It's going to remove the rest of the anti-creep. And then we are indeed going to make our big push. So we want to get rid of everything, get rid of these, and again, we are going to do our emitter surround. So just emitters on emitters. Oh, the anti-creep land does prevent emitters, which is interesting to know. I did not. This should be running out of power as well relatively soon. But as you can see, just with some emitters, no more power anywhere. No power to the outside whatsoever. So we have taken the circle, the land. Not too bad. Yeah, right there. Boom. And you can just see all of the things just dying from lack of power. The explosions. Oh, it's nice to see them without actually hearing them. It can be a little loud at times. But yes. How many... So it does not appear like they have too much in the way of air defense. There's one there. How is the air defense in the center? Yeah, air defense is actually very weak. So that's interesting. We are going to try some things. We no longer need you. Do we have any Crimsonators? All Crimsonators, you are gone. Emitter, well, actually, let's finalize our encirclement, which is what we did want to do. Get everything. Perfect. We are going to remove all emitters from the world, and we're going to put one down. That will keep the mesh active. Perfect. And we are going to do a launcher assault, because why not? So where are we going to launch her, though? What do we want? I mean, we could go straight for the base. We're not going straight for the base, just so you're aware. We're having fun above all else. So let's find a nice area. This looks pretty good. 17 launchers, they said. Looks like we did quite a few. We can have 6 more even? That sounds pretty good to me. Spores at a location. So what do we want? I mean, we can take out an outside area, for instance. Yeah, let's start here. Let's start with seeding this up. As you can see, they have a tiny bit, but they are not. We have gained another power, and with this power, I shall emit in their lands. Boom. We have an emitter on their lands. Easy as that. We don't have to cross any bridges that they want us to cross. We're just going to take it. Just like we're going to now come over here, and we're going to take another power, and we're just going to start emitting over here. We're going to completely surround them thanks to the amount of power that they gave us. Now, will this emitter be able to take the land or anything like that? It's not going to be able to take everything. But, as you can see, it is destroying some things quite handily. So, I'm not going to complain. This area, definitely going to be more difficult. We did get the power. However, we are flying through a lot more things. Plus, they have the anti-creep there. So maybe just taking the power there is all we really want to do. So, do we want to move anywhere else? Let us see. Ooh, there's a lot there. Okay, definitely don't want that. Maybe. Just maybe. Let's see how this works. Because we do see we are landing things over here. We actually were able... Oh, I might have even been able to get a emitter there. Oh, there's a lot of stuff happening. They are shooting down quite a bit, but then the real wave hits. And as you can see, we are landing in there. Now that wasn't perfect, but let's see if they can do it again. Again, our entire goal right now is just to get one emitter online. Doesn't quite look like they have enough juice, which is a shame. I thought it'd be a kind of neat way to do it. This side definitely has a lot more mortar defense, unfortunately. I mean, we can just assault from here, don't get me wrong. This is prime assaulting location. I was just trying to have some fun. So let's do some assault on their land. Not crossing where they want us to cross, because we've just taken it by force yet again. As you can see, plenty of emission going on now, and this will just lead to their destruction. I mean, look at all the emitters. Again, they do have this front path. This is semi-guarded. We can take it for sure. Let's even mesh it up if we can. You know, just to be nice. But look at that. I mean, we now have already opened up the gates to their land. There isn't that much in the way of location. But you can see, are we flowing over the walls? We are flowing over the walls. The mortars are falling. The solar panels are falling. Once we get an emitter on the base on this side, we're in. We are officially in. So, again, it's fine. I really wanted to do it from that corner. That emitter was the emitter that I really, really wanted to get in. But look at this. They really don't even have defenses back here. I mean, we came in through the backside, and yeah, just all the emitters. We don't even need an emitter on the outside any longer. We're going to keep one, you know, just to keep things nice and fair. But yeah, we don't need anything else, because again, we are in. No more airships. That's only going to make life easier. Again, our wall of emission. All we need, it's just going to push. And you know what? I am going to put an egg gen right there, I think. We haven't really used an egg gen. Not that that's bad. Egg gens are a lot of fun. They are actually amazing, to put it lightly. But I, just didn't really need it, I think. I think things worked out pretty well. You can see a lot of mortars here. Big problem. And that's why we have our lovely lore. You can see this lore is handling a significant portion of them. As we get closer, I'm going to change the lore. But for now, I'll even put down a new lore right there. And once that one activates... Oh, I need to destroy one of these. Problematic. And that one is activated. This one now gets destroyed. And as you can see, it's going to make more and more mortars. This entire front line. Look at them. All just shooting that one spot. Oh, just completely negates an entire prime defense. I mean, these mortars are hugely defensive. So, We'll even toss down some Crimson, but we have so many emitters in here, there really isn't anything they can do. We can go back to Spores if we wanted because of everything that we destroyed, but realistically, they have fallen. I don't really want to take their main base yet, and that's the problem. You know, I do like to take everything first. We'll get a field gen that should force this Crimson right down the throats of these cannons. Hopefully. Oh my. Maybe you need some more emission behind you. Oh, nope. There, you can see it going. And watch this. We're gonna just help it along. Oh, too many. Too many! Right there. Easy peasy. Mesh it up. We're just going to mesh up their entire inside. This is ours to mesh. You can see, look at this. I mean, just from what we took this entire side over here. I mean, we've taken it all. Just from a spore on the back. You know, why go from the front when you can take the back door? Looks like we are not pushing over the edge, which is actually most fantastic to see. And you know what? That's a good thing. You know, we've taken that little corner where I wanted. And, yeah. What else do we want to do? Is there anything, any kind of, like, fun little thing? Maybe we want some blobs. Do we want a little blob assault? We could. We have plenty of emitters here. Change a bunch to launchers. 9? Is that one too many? That was one too many. I at least was kind of right for once. Let's do some blobs. And you know what? You just have fun. And I'm even going to make 4 of them. Skimmers. That way, you know, they can have some fun too. Blobs and skimmers. Oh, we have a couple skimmers. Alright. They do have plenty of defense for now. That doesn't mean they will in the future. For now, they do. We will be cutting it off entirely. Yeah, the skimmer skimmed that. Okay. Okay. Do they have... Yeah, I guess they have plenty. I mean, we are destroying some of the things up top, which is what I wanted to do. Oh, and we did skim them. Look at that. Oh, that's perfect. And with that, we can even probably destroy this right here. Ooh, they're even going all the way in. All the way in. Look at that. No problems whatsoever. No longer need this. Gain and earn power back. Gain more emission. Alright, you know what? Let's actually change this from random to a location. We just want to get stuff in there. And yeah, we even just want more emitting. More emitting, more gooding. Actually, why am I even saying that? Let's change this to location, all blobs. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. I want to push down this backside. And if we're going to push down this backside, we might as well do it with our blob army. There we go. Look at them. All of these mortars being handled. Every mortar that falls, we are just taking it out. We are dropping some creep on the ground as well as we do. So as you can see, this is just going to push this, and then we can keep going around. Is this efficient? Is this optimal? No. Probably not. But I am quite okay with that. We definitely should have... Basically, all of this should be Crimson. We should have, like, a dozen Crimsonators. And, not a dozen, but, you know, 5 or 6 in here. It really would support things. Every time you see a wall of mortars like this, just swap them to... or just pop down a lore, you know? That's really what we should do. Now, I'm not, because just here to relax and have fun, enjoy the end of the map. This is definitely a good one. Baron, I think it was Baron Von Danger. I think that was the crater. Definitely a very good map. Again, do like the high levels of creep that we are allowed. And as you can see, I mean, let's just see if this changes this area. Oh look, we put down a lot of emitters, and we're suddenly growing quite substantially. Surprise, surprise. A lot of emitters tends to work wonders, especially when you can now do this and do, say, a fuel gen. And let's actually take out some of these banks. And to even further take out some banks, again, just what I said, when you see it, oh, didn't even care. So again, lots of emitters plus field gen, it works wonders, you know. We did all that very, very easily. Could have done that with blobs, you know, but I mean, look at just how much destruction that it caused that easily. That's all it really took. We did not need all of the nonsense that I was doing. So I apologize if it was getting to you. I hope you enjoyed with me, you know. We'll wrap this up now, though, I think. I think we will indeed make a much better push. We turned on our friend. Oh, we finally got to the corner. Look at that. The corner is ours. That's what I wanted. We finally made it. Not too bad. And you can see, I mean, oh, I need some mesh on over here as well. Look at that. I mean, you can see we've taken the land. Even the front gates are pushing in. I mean, there is nothing that they can do to stop us. Actually, once the front gates completely push in, we are more than glorious. 5 more emitters? Those should turn on, right? Yeah. Why did I do 6? I knew what 5 is. Boom, boom, boom. Everything is going down. On the front gates. Oh, I think we're leaking over even. Oh no. The outside completely connected. And now that the outside actually connected up to the front, the opening, we can actually even remove this one because it's no longer needed to keep our mesh alive. That can be a fun friend on the inside. I actually want emitters all around this egg gem. Come on. An emitter there, an emitter there, an emitter there, and yes, we will have all of the eggs that we can handle. I'm going to put an emitter there. Right up front. I mean, there's nothing I can do. We could destroy those blobs at this point. We could destroy the spores. We can destroy it with anything we want. I really don't care at this point. But I want to see what happens with eggs. Now, the problem is they have a lot of shields still. So, this would be much faster with blobs and things like that. But yeah, again, there's nothing that they can do. If we want, we can even drop some Crimsonation. I mean, it's leaking over the sides. Oh, actually, it's in their base. Oh, no. Well, let us untransparent the creep. Look at that. We are leaking over the walls that absorb Creeper. We're in their base. They're gonna fall anytime now. So let us do this. Pop all eggs. And that is how we truly end with a wave. I was hoping the shield would be down, but look, you can even see it still made it around. It just completely went around. It didn't care. Plenty of eggs popping. Oh, just that final wave. All of the energy in the world yet again. So we're going to toss some emitters on the inside. That is how we want it done, and done straight into a deficit as we end. But there we go. Again, I was just playing for fun. You definitely could have seen a lot more emitter pushing and things like that. But I was trying to change it up at the end. Just have a little bit of fun. There we go. All of the creep. This is not going to be a good time. Just saying it right now. I don't know what the times are like, But yeah, times in the 40 minutes are pretty good. 29. A lot of times longer, don't get me wrong. I mean, just over an hour. Definitely could have done it much, much less. Could have done a lot of seeding much better with multiple launchers, and I think that would have worked substantially better. But again, you can see some really long times, so I'll take it. Can't complain too much. This has been Sweep the Keep 2, and let's just see. Again, just to call it, I think it is Ranger Von Danger. I believe he has a lot of maps. Actually, let's check out his maps real quick before we officially wrap it up. This is taking its sweet time. Ranger Von. Let's just see if that... Oh, I guess you need... Okay, there we go. I guess not. Oh, there we go. Ranger Von Danger. So, looks like he has 4 pages of maps. A lot of packs. Lots of thumbs up. So, maybe we'll go through a bit of a Ranger Von Danger list. We can even sort it by... when you sort it by thumbs, we can do it by oldest. That will be in order. So, that is his first ever one. Rise Against the Creeper, Rising, Fractured World. Creepopolis. Creeptopolis. One of those. So yeah, let's go through a Ranger Von Danger thing. That will be set. We have a labyrinth over here. We have a frame over here. Tons of stuff. 4 pages of it. And I think that's pretty good. So we will continue with this later. So have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for joining me. And please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see any video particularly, let me know, or any map. I'm very happy to do it. Maybe it's a heavy flow. I don't know. We shall see. That looks like a lot of creep that you probably have to defend from. We shall see entirely. But thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and catch you later. Take care. Bye-bye.